We're live. Oh, got to do my eyebrows. Okay, guys, welcome. We're live, and today we're talking about all things how to start a online digital business from scratch. Okay, from scratch. So if you're here because you are interested. If you'll see me looking this way, it's because I got my TikTok here. I'm live on TikTok over here, and I'm live on YouTube right here. So let me actually move this a little bit. But like I said, we're going to be talking about all things how to start a digital marketing business from scratch, whether you're starting for the first time or maybe you already have a business or you started some type of business, but you're not seeing, I don't like this lighting. You're not seeing I don't like that either, but whatever. Okay, you're not getting the traction you want. This is going to show you exactly what works. There's a lot of options out there. I've tried a lot of them, so I'm speaking from experience. This is one of the simpler ways to start a real business and to learn the skills, which is literally like the key here. You want to learn the skills to be able to make income online. Okay, a lot of people will try to bypass this. A lot of people will use clever marketing. That's what you're going to see, which which tells you, oh, you can do this, blah 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 blah, whatever. But at the end of the day, like anything new that you've never done before, there's no way you're going to watch a couple of free videos on YouTube or Google it and know how to do it. You have to get into the trenches, right? You have to actually learn. You have to get support. You have to get guidance. You have to get mentorship. You have to show up and take action on it. It's like riding a bike, right? You will not know how to be successful riding a bike if you don't get on the bike and ride the bike. You won't know how to be successful with any new thing. It doesn't matter whether it's gardening or sewing or even cooking. Someone had to teach you, and you had to then go and practice what you learned until you got good at what you were doing. It's the same thing with starting an online business. There are skills you need to learn. A business that is successful has several factors in place. They have a good product, they have good marketing, and marketing, all it is just letting people know that you're open for business and that you have something that you can help people with and you can sell to people. That's marketing. Then you have to be good at sales. All right. A business that can't sell isn't going to make money, right? That's what business is all about. So you have to be good at, you have to have a good product. You have to be good at marketing. You have to be good at sales. And you have to have a good customer or client follow up feedback, right? Because once you sell that thing, whether it's a product or a service, you're going to want people to have a good experience of it so they come back and they tell their friends. Because if they have a bad experience of it, that's also going to, send your business downhill because you're not going to get referrals. People are going to badmouth it, give it bad reviews. You're going to get refund requests, right? So those are the four components of a successful business. They have a good product, they have good marketing, they have good sales, and they have a good client or customer retention and client or customer experience. That's necessary for success in a business. So why I'm telling you this, why I'm setting this up for you is because a lot of people think going online and starting an online business or online side hustle is going to be cake, right? There's a lot out there. And I want to tell you that if you're someone who wants to utilize this way to be successful, to actually create a tangible business, something that's actually going to last a long time, a legacy for yourself, for your family, that's going to provide you full-time income, honestly, so you don't need to go back to a job if you don't want to, so that you can be able to be your own boss. Mind you, by the way, it sounds very sexy to be your own boss, but it requires a lot of self-awareness and a lot of self-discipline. And that's something a lot of people don't talk about in this space because it's not the sexy piece. But you are no longer reporting to somebody. You have to hold yourself accountable to following through in whatever it is you're doing in your business, to being the marketing, the sales, to doing the things that you need to do in order to generate revenue. Because a business that doesn't generate revenue isn't a business. It's just a very expensive, draining hobby. That is the truth. It doesn't matter whatever people saying online to make it sound sexy and fun and easy. It's not. It's a lot of work. Okay. But there's a huge payout at the end of it if you understand what is what it is and how to do it the right way. That's the key. And that's what I'm going to share with you why if you're starting from beginning from scratch or you're just busy like me, right? You're busy stay-at-home mom or you have a 9 to 5, you have other, responsibilities, you want to start a business that's going to help you get started the right way and help you get started quickly and then create that like several passive income streams for you. So that's why I highly recommend digital marketing business. Now, digital marketing is a very broad term. So let me be very clear. All digital marketing is being able to sell be able to sell using the internet. That's all digital marketing is marketing, which is again selling, attracting people, bringing people, letting people know that your business exists, which you're doing it online versus the traditional way of doing marketing that people think of, which is like, handing out flyers on the corner or, billboards. Those are all the different other ways of doing it. But digital marketing is basically you going online, using social media, using ads, using, all these other ways online. It could be websites. All these things are basically you marketing a business of some sort. It doesn't matter if it's a physical business or not, using the internet. That's all it is. So, that being clear, if you're going to start a business that you want to see thrive and you don't have the skills, the degree, even the experience yet, but you know this is the route you want to go in order to help bring in income, in order to make life-changing income that isn't capped, by the way. The beauty of a digital marketing business and a business that sells digital products specifically is there is no income cap. We are not capped like a job, right? A job, you are salaried. You make a specific amount of money for a specific amount of hours. End of story. That's it. You're not going beyond that unless you get a promotion. Even then, that's also still capped. There's only so much you can make in so much amount of time. With my business, I don't have an income cap. I can make hundreds, thousands of dollars as long as I'm showing up and I'm doing the income generating activities that I'm going to share with you today. I have my tablet on here to show you guys stuff. So that is really what you want to be cognizant of, okay? Is that you want to be able to have a business that doesn't hold you down. My business doesn't tie me down. I am my own boss in my business. So I set my hours. Whenever I want to work, I set it. I show up, I work. If I don't want to work, I don't work. Again, income cap, my income is untapped and uncapped because it's also a global business. So my customers come from all over the world. So I'm not set by limitations of like, it has to be in my state or in my county or in my country even, okay? So I can, promote or market all over the world. So that's the beauty of this business. All right, so let's talk about how to start with a digital marketing business. Now, my biggest recommendation, because I told you the 4 important parts of a business, is to start with a done for you digital product. Why a done for you digital product? First and foremost, digital products, they don't require shipping and handling. You don't have to worry about, all that stuff, the shipping, the handling, you don't have to worry about refunds, none of that stuff. Those things will go with digital products because digital products are digital. It's like music, you stream it, once you buy it, it's yours forever and ever, amen. Okay. So that's why a digital product. A done for you digital product is a product that's already been created that you do not have to do the work for, which is genius if you think about it, especially if, number 1, you have no idea what you want to do. Number 2, you don't have experience, so you don't know exactly what will sell. And number 3, you just don't have the time to spend to create a digital product. Okay. Now, again, that doesn't take too long to create digital products. However, I know some people are not sure. They overthink it. They're not confident yet in it. So if you don't have that confidence, get yourself a done for you digital product. You can find them all over the world, all over the interwebs. But my recommendation, especially if you want to make life-changing income, is the one that I promote and the one I sell, because you can make anywhere from $100 to $900, which is not chump change, by the way. $900 is my highest selling product, meaning most people will buy the $900 product. So $900 that's life-changing income if you think about it. If you're making $900 a day, that's amazing. If you're making $900 even a week, how can that help with groceries and gas money and emergency funds and just things you want to be able to do depending on your lifestyle. That is life changing if you understand what that can be. Okay, and that's just the beginning. So let's say you're making 900 a week. What is that, a month? 9 times 4 is what, 36, right? So that's not that's not some change. $3,600 a month just for like working 2 hours and just talking to people about something, I think is a pretty good deal. Okay, now that being said, you want to get yourself a done for your digital product. That's the first step. Okay, or you can create your own product, but like I said, if you don't know what you want to create, you don't have the time to create it, you're not sure if it'll be successful, yada yada yada, just get it done for your digital product. If you go to the link, for those of you on TikTok, go to my bio. You're going to see a website. If you're here on YouTube with me, just go down there to my description, Wealthy Mom CEO, put your name and email, and you'll get all the details step by step sent to you. Right? You can go check it out. If you like it, you move forward. You read the rest of the emails. If you don't, no harm, no foul. Unsubscribe. It's really that simple. It's it's not something challenging or anything like that. So that being said, you get to see the 4 products. So you get 4 different streams of income: 100, 300, 600, 900. Okay. Like I said, my highest selling product is 900, and it's going to be 900 because the creator of the program really pushes the $900 product. It's the full experience, the interactive trainings, you get support, the mentorship. Like honestly, a lot of what I hear is people not understanding the value, and it's because that value isn't truly communicated a lot of times. But I'm talking about, you're getting a college level degree for just $900. Insane if you think about it. Because if you were to go back to school to learn these skills that has the potential to make you 6 figures, 7 figures online, you would be like, oh my gosh, this is a steal. People would be literally running to grab this if they truly understood what the potential is. Okay. I always say that. That's why I don't even beg people, because I'm like, you're paying $900 one time to potentially make, even if here's the thing, I say you make 4 sales in a month of 900, that's 3,600 minus the 900 that you invested, right? Let's say, so that you can so it evens out. That's 2,700 just by being able to sell even 4 of it. You've made profit and you've learned a skill that now you can take and create multiple different income streams, because she doesn't just teach you how to resell the course. That's a mindset for people who can't think outside the box. The course gives you the information. The program gives you the knowledge, the skills, the experience to now, if you decide, go and create your own products, create your own business, create your own memberships, your own communities, your own whatever. But now you have the skills to do it the right way. Instead of trying to fumble and guess and spend money and hours and time and resources trying to figure it out yourself, you get everything you need in that program. It gives you the skills through the course. It gives you the experience through you actually doing the thing, because it teaches you how to put out content, how to market, how to do email marketing, how to create funnels. It teaches you all the basics that you need to learn to be successful. It gives you mentorship. We have a ton of mentorship in that program. We get 3 calls a week. Okay, so 3 times you can jump on Zoom: Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then if you have Legacy Builder, which is, like I said, a 900 program, there's a Tuesday interactive call where we get on Zoom, we get into breakout rooms, and you network with other entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, and you guys share ideas and support each other and give each other support and motivation, but also ideas for building your business and all the things that you need to be successful. Okay, so you have a community, you have mentorship, you have the course, you have the knowledge, you have the skills. You literally have everything you need to be successful with this program. You will not get that in a college setting, by the way. This is literally a college level class that you're getting for one-time fee, and you have lifetime access. So while you're in college, you pay for a semester. And once that semester is done, you're done. They let you go. They say, good luck, move on to the next semester or whatever. And that's it. You don't get this type of community, mentorship, support, knowledge that you're getting, and hands-on experience that you're getting from this program. You just don't. But here we're getting you all of that for one-time fee, and you have lifetime access. So for the lifetime of this program, that means you can take a break, come back to it, do the work, come back to it, ask questions, get mentorship from people who are making 6 and 7 figures from this program. Okay. Hey, girl, what's up? I didn't see you here. Hey, Sharon, what's up, baby girl? All right. So, yeah. So you get so much experience, plus you get to earn. Like that's the biggest part about it. When you go to college, you don't have experience, like you don't get to earn while you're in college. You take out loans, you go into debt, right? When we're in college, and we don't even know if you could take that skill after college because they don't have the interactive piece of it that we have in this program, where you can sit in a room with other aspiring entrepreneurs and we share updates, we share our experience, we get feedback to each other, we support each other. Like it's a family. It becomes your family. The community becomes your family because they support you. Like on my TikTok lives or on my posts and things like that to help you in your business and so on and so forth. So you get the support, you get the mentorship, you get the information, you get literally everything you need to be successful as a digital marketer, as an online business owner. I mean, there's nowhere else you can find this. And like I said, if you were to go to college, you would be paying thousands of dollars in order to be successful. You'd pay thousands of dollars to learn this and not even know if you actually learned everything you needed to know. So you're earning and you're learning. So you're earning potentially anywhere from $100 to $900 while you're learning the skills. You're earning because you're also practicing. You're implementing what you're learning, real time. You're taking the content that she's sharing with us and you're putting it out there and you're getting feedback and you're saying, okay, this works, this doesn't work. Who is my ideal customer? Who am I attracting? How do I market? How do I sell? Okay, you're getting literally step by step everything you need. So all you have to do is just go implement and build up that momentum. Once you start building momentum, it becomes a lot easier. I create content in like within 30 to 45 minutes that I post one time, and then I let my automated machine, which they give you, right, the funnel and website that I showed you, do the work for me behind the scenes. You're not going to get that in another program. You're not going to get that in a college setting where you are learning how to create content, put the content out there, let the content do its thing, and then let your automated machine do its thing in the background. And what the automated machine is, don't get it confused or don't get it, it's not complicated. It's honestly a simple website that people go and put in their names, okay? And the reason why you want to grab the emails, especially if you're in business, is because we don't own social media. So I show up on TikTok, I have a Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But let's be honest, tomorrow, remember all the stuff that happened with TikTok? Someone could decide tomorrow, like, we're going to shut down TikTok. Now you've lost access to the people who have shown interest in this program, in your digital product. But with my email list, I can now go back to my email list because I own my email list and I can reach back out to them. I can share with them more products. I can share with them more information. I can communicate with my people through email. So all successful businesses have some type of way of staying in touch with their customers. Okay, I'm pretty sure your favorite company or store, you're on their email list, right? So whenever they send like promotions or coupons or whatever, you're on that list. So you get first dibs, you get first access, you get first, information around it. It's the same way with this business. You want to create an email list, and that's one of my favorite things about this business is the fact that Michelle is really big about building your email list. So you have an asset because your email list that you can continue to talk to and reach out to and share, and it can make you a lot of money because once you learn the skills, it's not just anymore just only promoting the digital products. You can become an affiliate for different products that will still be of value to your ideal customers. So I share different products that my ideal customers use, right? Maybe the website system.io is what I use, so that's what I share. I also have other tools and apps and things that I use for my business that I share with my customers. I go, hey, here's something else you can use that will help you in your business. And because I'm an affiliate for a lot of them, I also make commissions on that piece of it. So I now have several streams of income that I have now acquired because of what I've learned in the digital marketing course and program. Okay. That's how we start to build ourselves income, different income streams for ourselves, right? You take the knowledge, you take what you're learning and you're earning from, and then you start to build different things. Some people in the program have memberships. They've created memberships based on what they've learned. They've gone on and created their own digital products. I have my own digital products. But it all starts with having the baseline skill sets to do that. If you don't know what you don't know, how can you be successful? And just watching random YouTube videos and free stuff is great only, and it'll take you only so far. But having the ability to sit down and ask people who have been where you are, who are where you want to be, hey, can you help me out? Here's where I'm at. This is what I'm trying to do. And have that feedback and that community is incredibly powerful. And if you can see that, understand that, it's going to take you far. Because I know a lot of people are trying to find sometimes the easiest way, but I'm like, the easiest way is to sit with people in rooms who have the same goals as you, the same ambitions as you, the same desires to do more and be more in their life as you, because it will change your life. It will change your mindset. And being in business, y'all, it's not, I won't say it's not easy, but it can be lonely, especially outside of your business, right? Like your family may not understand, your friends may not understand, your coworkers, if you're still on, a job, may not understand. So it's good to have people who get it. Okay. That's the beauty of this program is you're not alone. You will never have to be alone unless of course you decide that's your thing, but you don't have to be alone in this program. There's over 55,000 people. Okay. You will find your people in that group. You'll find people who have similar values and beliefs as you, people who have maybe even similar goals as you, and you can build together. Those become your business besties who are building just like you, and we're holding each other accountable and supporting each other in this business because that's really important. So if you're building a business, like we talked about, right, the 4 parts, you've got a great digital product that is proven. This is the key. This digital product is proven, right? This is not, I'm guessing, I'm hoping. I don't think it's even updated, but if you go to the website I share with you, it's like well over 29 million plus has been made just from this digital product. So it works. We have hundreds already. She's made over 100 plus 6-figure earners and about, I think it's like 16 South African millionaires through RAN. So it's clear that it works, okay? And we have thousands of others who have made money, okay? 5 figures, 4 figures, whatever, with this program. So the product itself, proven to work. So there's no question about, does the product work? It works, okay? You get the marketing. She shows you every day. This woman shows up to give you training on how to become a better marketer. Because if you can't market your business, you don't have a business. People don't know it exists. The right people won't come to it, and you won't make income. So you have an amazing coach who's made millions with this, who's giving you all the tips and tricks and hacks to market this program so that you can make money from it. Okay, she's not just here by my thing. Like literally, this woman shows up every single day. She does a 90-day run every single, 3 months, where she literally shows up and shows you step by step. Here's how you're going to market. Because what kills a lot of businesses is people don't know how to market to the right people. If you don't know how to market to the right people, your business is dead. But she's going to hold your hand and show step by step the types of things you want to do. And all that marketing is, guys, is creating 3 pieces of content. That's it. And they don't have to be these long, lengthy things. They're really super simple, guys. I'm going to show you one that got me so many leads, and I didn't even talk. Okay, I'm going to show this on YouTube. I'm going to show this on TikTok. This is on my page. You can go to my page and see it. I don't talk even. You don't even see my face in this, right? I don't talk. I don't show my face. All I say in the captions is, I'm praying this is seen by the mom who wants to stop missing time with her kids, who's stuck at her toxic job. She's tired of losing sleep. And she's tired of all the failed side hustles, and she just wants to find a better way. And I say the better way: no experience, average 300 to 900, work from home, etc. Comment ready to start, guys. I had over 35. I don't know if you can see it. 35 people commented ready. Okay, and those people went to my wealthymomceo.com. That's the website. They put in their details. They got the free blueprint and the guide and a free training that I put out, and I made a sale. Okay, it's that simple. All you have to do is follow the blueprint, and you just do it over and over and over again, because consistency is what's going to help you build momentum with this business. So I want you not to feel afraid, because I know some people are like, I don't know. If you feel like, I don't know what to post, what should I say? We got you. The beauty of this business and this program is you don't have to figure it out on your own. She actually gives you the templates to use, the hooks to use. You can use ChatGPT and put it in, and it will give you the scripts, because I do a lot of talking videos too, but I also do non-talking. If you're like someone who doesn't really want to talk all the time, you don't have to. You can do like the text on screen. That works as well. Okay. There's lives. You can do lives are really important or very helpful because they do help you connect with your ideal customers. But there are people who don't do lives, or if they do lives, they don't show their face, right? They kind of show the computer screen and they still talk. If you're shy, you don't want to show your face, that's okay too. There's so many ways of like options to make this business work for you. And it's so simple, guys. It's only 2 hours of your time. A traditional job, we know we're working 8 hours to barely make what, how much, what, $15 an hour, maybe? A traditional job, you're sitting at a desk for 8 hours to not even make enough sometimes for groceries and bills and all the things. And other businesses, sometimes you're working hours upon hours to be successful to even see one sale. I literally spend 2 hours, guys. That's it. Because everything else is done for me. The website is done for me. The emails were done for me. I didn't have to create any of that. All I had to do was tweak it for my own self. And that took me literally an hour tops, really, to just tweak the emails and website, and I was done. And it was ready and up and ready to go. And then the rest of my time is honestly spent just creating my, of content, going live whenever I go live, and then connecting with reached out. So if someone says I'm ready or go or any of the keywords I say in my content, I always tell them to put some type of call to action at the end where I tell them to say a specific word if they want access to the free guide and training that I created. Then they say that word and I send them that link. That link then sends them to the page where they put in their email and the details. They go watch the free training, they read the blueprint, the guide, and if they're interested, they they decide to purchase. If they're not, they can stay in my email automation. So every single day they're getting an email from me that's been created one time, and that email it just gives them more information. It answers their frequently asked questions. It helps them understand what this program is. If people have questions, I ask them to reach out to me so that I can help them get better clarity. That's what most of my day is, and that's 2 hours. It doesn't take that long to do. You just build momentum by continuously being consistent with it, and that's how you see success with this program. Okay, it can be that simple. The beauty of this program too that I've seen compared to other digital marketing programs, so maybe you've bought another digital marketing course. I have some of the other ones, the bigger names. I have DWA, I have Roadmap, I had Simply Passive when it was there, I had UBC. So I have these programs. I bought them because I wanted to see inside their communities and understand what was unique about them. And they're good programs, don't get me wrong. But one thing I knew that I saw missing, they don't have the community that we have, by the way. So just so you know, their community is not as close, and they don't have the mechanism that I think a lot of beginners need to be successful. So they're given a course and kind of told, go and sell this course. Michelle shows up every single day with a new training for the 90-day runs that she does that gives you even deeper expansion upon what you've learned in the course that you can use to implement. That's unique to only this course and to this program and this community. On top of that, she does a weekly webinar, a live webinar, not a recorded one, where she shows up live every single week to help your customers, your leads, basically, the people who have shown interest, to have a better understanding of this program so they can ask questions, they can hear the testimonials, they can feel the energy of the community to make a decision. That is very unique. And I've been online for over 6 years. So when I tell you this is a very unique piece and part of this program, it is very unique because what it does is, if you're not that great at selling yet, maybe you're still new, obviously it's their first time, having the creator of the program be able to share and expand upon the program itself, the benefits, the values, share, have you people hear the stories of others who have actually been successful with this and made income. It creates that bond with your leads that helps them to make a decision. Because the thing with any business is people love to buy. There's never a question of if people want to buy, but they want to make sure they're ready, making the right decision, right? Especially something like a digital marketing course or program, people are hesitant. They don't really understand it as much. But if you have them come to a live webinar and they can sit and they can hear from the creator, they can hear from other people, their testimonials and their stories, they can feel the energy of the community, it creates a sense of assuredness and confidence in them that they're making the right decision. That is a very unique piece of this program that I found that I did not see in any of the other digital marketing programs that I had purchased. They just give them a simple, basic stand store funnel and go here. Especially now that they've converted to affiliates, they're like, here's a simple, basic stand store funnel, and you as a customer, you as the person have to go out and kind of sell it yourself. And they do like maybe one webinar a month kind of thing, but it's not usually live. But this is unique because Michelle shows she doesn't have to do this. And this is one of the things I loved about this program when I first joined it, was the fact that you get a mentor who cares that much about you being successful with this. Like, she truly does, that she's giving you everything you need. Okay. She is literally showing up and giving you a live webinar. You don't even need to do the selling. She does the selling of this program for you. She tells your customers, your leads, basically everything they need to know to make a good decision if this is the right fit for them. All you have to do is send people her way. And when you send people her way, to that live webinar, she does the selling for you, because who knows the program best? The person who's created it, right? So that's one less thing you need to worry about. So you've got a good product, proven to sell. You've got all the marketing skill sets you need, the marketing assets you need, because she gives it to you. She gives you the webinar, she gives you the funnels, she gives you the emails. Okay. And you have the sales piece of it. You don't have to be a great salesperson. You just follow the content and ask people to come and invite people to come to that live webinar to do the selling for you. And then you have the customer service end piece that I talked about, right? The experience and delivery. You don't have to deal with that piece of it. She takes care of that part for you. If there's refunds, if there's customer concerns, if there's any of that, is taken care of by her and her team, because she has the resources for it. And then the customer gets what they paid for. The customer gets what they paid for. Okay? So if the customer, in this case, it is the digital marketing program, your customer is getting access to the course itself, the full course. They're getting access to become licensed resellers. They're getting access to knowledge about digital marketing, funnels, affiliate marketing, memberships, communities, how to create your own digital products and courses, the whole 9 yards. So they're getting access to everything they need from her. They're getting access to mentorship from her, because she's the one who's providing that mentorship every single week. They're getting access to, support from a community, so they're never left alone. And every other thing that she puts in there, because she's constantly updating it. We moved to Legacy 2.0 this year, April of 2025. So your customers are in good hands. They're taken care of. You don't have to have the stress of, oh my goodness, I have to do this and this for this customer, and are they good or whatever. She takes care of your customers. So you have the 4 components are basically taken care of for you with this program. Your job is to create content and be consistent with it. That is it. Your job is to create content and be consistent with it. Because when you're creating good content, the content will do the selling for you. The content will move people for you. It will bring people into your automated machine where they'll get the emails, they'll get the information, they'll watch the trainings, they'll learn the things they need, and when they're ready, they buy. So your job is to get good at creating good content. I think that's the simplest job in the world, guys, especially for a business that can make you, like, even if it makes you just 3K a month. That's an extra 3K a month, guys, for spending 2 hours creating simple content from the comfort of your own home. Your job is to just learn the skills and create good content, which you're being taught. That is your job. You don't have to create the product. It's done for you. You don't even need to come up with original content. A lot of us get the hooks and we just add our own little flavor to it, but it's done for you too. The selling. If you're not good at sales, just send people to the live webinars and just follow up with them. And that's how you make a sale. They go to live webinars, they learn more about what this program is. They have any questions, they reach back out to you, you give them that information and clarification. And most people will make a sale from it because people are like, oh, okay, I get it, I see it, I've been watching you, etc. And then the customer delivery is taken care of by the program. She's the one who takes care of making sure there's mentorship calls are on. The support is there. The course is delivered to them. It's all taken care of. If there's tech stuff, she has a team for that. This is the simplest business model because you don't have to take on the headaches that a traditional business has, whether it's a local brick and mortar business or even an online business has. This business completely takes that out. It's a plug and play business in a box. You just show up, learn the skills to create incredibly great content that speaks to your ideal person, send them into your automated machine. Once you make a sale, you make money, okay? And you just repeat every single day. Create content, follow up with people who have questions, make a sale. Literally rinse and repeat daily. Honestly, this is the simplest business model. Like, I wish I had found this when I first started almost 6 years ago, guys. You guys do not understand what value you have in this program, but also the simplicity in this program. And I think the people I found that have appreciated this business the most are people who have really put the energy into understanding it and doing it, but also people who've tried other things. I see this all the time when I talk to other entrepreneurs who've tried other things and they're like, oh my goodness, this is super simple compared to a traditional business. It will blow your mind. Because a traditional business where you have to do all the things, you can burn out very quickly. You can lose. There's so many aspects to it. You have to juggle many things. I'm not juggling anything. And I'm a mama. I have 3 kids, okay? I have 3 young kids. So my life is all about simplicity right now. They're young. They need me. They take a lot of my time and energy. I don't want to be doing all the things. I want to just show up, create content, do lives, and make a sale. And that's how simple it can be, especially if you're someone who has busy, maybe you still work your 9 to 5, right? If you have a 9 to 5, your life is already busy. You have 40 plus hours of work. You come home, you don't want to be doing all the things. You just want simplicity. Or maybe you are a stay-at-home mom like me. You're tired, you're busy, you've got other things on your plate. You don't want to be trapped on your phone or your laptop or wherever doing business. And this business gives you the freedom and flexibility to clock in whenever you want for 2 hours, do your activities, your revenue generating activities for those 2 hours, and then go live your life. Go live your life. Because that's what we're all here for. At the end of the day, truly what we all want is the freedom. Right? Money is great, but money gives us options. That's why we want the money, because we want the option to not have to go to a job, to not ask a boss for time off, for vacation or sick leave. We want the option to buy the type of house we want, live in the neighborhoods we want, eat organic food if we want to eat organic or not. Money gives you those options. If without money, you don't have options. You just have to take what you get. But the money that you get from this gives you freedom. The freedom, I make my own hours. I show up when I want to show up. I do the work when I can do the work. And I don't have to report to anybody. And again, this is not for everybody. I'm always transparent about this. It takes true self-discipline, and it takes a lot of self-awareness. Because you don't have a boss, you have to be your boss. You have to discipline yourself and hold yourself accountable to being consistent with this, but it is and the end goal of what this is. Someone who's disciplined enough to be like, I'm going to show up. I'm going to put content out there. I'm going to make this work no matter what. It will work for you. because the people who are successful are hungry. You've got to be hungry for this. You've got to be able to say, this is going to work. I'm going to put in at least 6 months. Because the people who aren't successful, they're in there for like 30 days, a month or two. They're like, oh, I give up. Here's the thing. Any business, there's no business that just happens overnight. If anyone's telling you it does, they're lying to you. I'm just going to put it honestly. It's just true. There's no business that you're just going to wake up and it's going to be cash flowing all the time. Everything requires some level of energy, work, and effort. But I'm telling you right now, if you're someone like me, you want a simple business, this is it. Because it takes away so many of the barriers and challenges to a traditional business, whether it's an online business or brick and mortar business. I have a business. I'm speaking from someone who has both. I have my husband and I have a tradition. We have a brick and mortar business. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I also have an online business outside of this business. It's a lot of work. That's why I let it go once I found this business, because I was like, oh my gosh, I can only work 2 hours a day, and actually I don't have to do anything. I don't have to create the product. I don't have to worry about customer service. All that stuff is taken care of for me. All I have to do is show up and talk about the program and talk about how amazing it is. Yes, please. How much value I've gotten from it. Yes, please. And I get to make 5 figures from it. Yes, please. It's a no-brainer, guys. Seriously. It is so much fun to do this because it's not work for me. Because I see the value, because I've gotten the value. Guys, I've made well over almost 70K plus from this business. Y'all, just since I started this in April of 2024, last year is when Legacy Builder launched. It is so fun because I get to just sit back and share what is possible for those of you watching about this business. That's it. I get to sit back. I get to talk about it. I get to say, hey, if you want to learn more, you know where to go. Go to my website, wealthymomceo.com. Go check it out. And when you're ready, you can move forward. If you feel it's not a good fit for you, unsubscribe. No harm, no foul. I'm going to still keep showing up. That's the beauty of this. I get to show up. I get to share. And those who are ready, my people who want to move forward with this, will move forward with this. And that's what you get to do too. You get to attract your ideal customers. You get to attract people who, just like you, are looking for something like this. Because the beauty of this business, if you decide and choose to come back to it, to learn from it, is that you will always have business. That's the beauty of a digital business. It is global. I will always have business because as long as there's people on this earth, there will always be somebody looking for a way to make income online. And if you Google it, how to make money online is actually one of the most searched things online. I think right after like how to lose weight or something. So it is something that will continuously be relevant to people. Because ain't nobody, unless you're a billionaire, gonna be like, no, I don't want more money. Who says that? Nobody. All of us, everyone wants a way to bring in more income, especially in today's economy, in today's world where everything is just getting more and more expensive, and it's crazy with politics. So like people are looking for ways to make more money. But the beauty of it is they're looking for ways to make more money online because of the whole lockdown. Right. And we know what happened with the pandemic. It opens people's eyes to the fact that I don't have to do a traditional job. OMG. Because people now know they don't have to do a traditional job to be successful, to make money. They're like, oh my goodness, people are now looking for ways. I mean, my brother, I'll give you a side note. He's not interested in entrepreneurship. Like, just not him. And that's fine. Not everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur. But even he's looking for remote jobs. He's like, I want to find a job remote. Like, he's like, I want to be able to go and do my own thing and work from home, right? So that's, again, that's what I'm trying to say is like people are looking for ways to make money through remotely online without having to always, have to be physically in the office, so to speak. Okay. People are seeing that there are options available to them beyond the traditional 9 to 5 that we all knew. Because honestly, prior to coming online, I didn't know there was another way to make money online. I didn't know there's a way to make money online. I was taught this, like most of you, the same way. Go to school, get a good degree, get a job, work till you retire, and that's it. Those are the only options. Like that was, or either that or marry a very rich man. Like those are my parents. My parents are. I'm an immigrant, so my parents are Nigerian, so they were very like immigrant minded, which is like go to school, get a good degree, go get a job, work hard till you're 65, and and to me that made sense because actually I was climbing. I worked in higher education. I was climbing the ladder. I was actually out for promotion before I gave birth to my son, and decided I no longer wanted to work for a boss. I was like, I want to go home and take care of my kids. I want to be a mom. I don't want to work for somebody else. But I didn't think that, oh my gosh, there's another way to make money online. I did not know that. All I knew was, I guess I'm going to stay home with these kids and we'll scrum it and let my husband do all the work until, they get old enough for me to go back to work. But I went online and I saw what was possible. And then after the pandemic and I found digital marketing, I was like, oh my gosh, why would I want to ever go back to a job when there's so many opportunities right here to actually make income online? Because once you see this, it's like the Matrix, right? Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Even if I went back to a job right now, I'd kind of be a little sad because I'd be like, oh my gosh, I could be making so much more, not having to sit at a desk for freaking 8 hours and reporting to somebody. Like I could never, this is something I could never unsee. But the beauty of not unseeing it too is I've now have the skills, the knowledge, the experience, because I've been in online space for almost 6 years for my kids. So I sit with my daughter. She just turned 9, and I share with her like, hey, here are some of the things you can do. Where she's not limited anymore to a 9 to 5. That's the beauty of this. I think people don't think beyond that. Is my child now has knowledge that most kids don't yet have. She's already learning the financial pieces of this. She's still young. She's 9. But I'm starting to teach her entrepreneur. She sees me, she'll come in and be like, Mom, what are you doing? And I'll just show her and I'll talk a little bit about what, how the digital world works and how you can start. She watches some YouTube videos and things like that about learning how she can start her own business because she likes to do hair. She's very much fancy designer like. She wants to start incorporating those pieces and maybe start her own channel or start her own digital product with it. My daughter I at 9 years old wasn't thinking about that. But my daughter now has access to that type of knowledge because her mother does. Because I learned a skill, because I understand that I am no longer stuck or in a cage in my mind about what a traditional job is. Now, of course, if she wants to go get a traditional job, she can. But my daughter knows that there's such a thing as digital marketing and that she can actually make income online. Do you understand how the ripple effect of this is? That I think a lot of people don't understand. The ripple effect of this is you can learn these skills. And then if you're a parent like me, start teaching your kids small little things that they can understand, obviously, depending on their age. If you have teenagers, go for it. We actually had a girl, I think she just turned 18. She just made 6 figures, but she's not from America. I think she's from, I can't remember. I know she's from somewhere, but she made 6 figures at the age of 18 because she didn't want to go to college. She didn't know what she wanted to do. I think one of her parents bought her the digital program that I'm talking about, and she just decided to go that route. There are so many millionaires now who are who are in their 20s, under the age of 30. You know why? Not because they're special, it's not being young, none of that. It's because they now have a skill set that I know my generation didn't know, and the generation after that, and my parents didn't know about that. So that's what I'm prepping my daughter to be. The next 6-figure CEO, 7-figure CEO. Because now she has options. My son is 6, so he's still young. But my goal is that when he gets older, he can start to better understand this stuff. The same thing. I have 3 with another on the way. God willing, healthy birth. They're all going to learn all this. It's going to be one of their side projects for me because I want them to see the options that's out there. Okay, I'm creating generational wealth. I'm going to be the beginner of it by teaching and learning myself all the things so that I can pass it down to them. So I've given them an advantage in this world that a lot of people still don't have. Even though, AI and all these things are coming out, a lot of people are hesitant. Not my kids. They're very much learning the most up-to-date stuff. But how could that happen? I had to make the decision to not be afraid, to take risks, to learn, to step out of my comfort zone, and to start picking things up. It wasn't easy. Again, I'm telling you, if you want to start this digital marketing program, this business, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be well worth it because it's the simplest thing and the smartest thing you can do for your kids, for your family, for yourself. Learn the skills, invest in yourself. It's not an investment in anything else. It's not like clothes and all these things that we people have no problem spending hundreds on restaurants and takeout, on clothes, on all these things that don't really like, there's no, I'm not saying no value in it. There's no ROI behind it, right? They depreciate. Your clothes, your everything depreciates. House, all of it depreciates, right? We know that sometimes, or depending on the market, they can be lost, they can be stolen. But the knowledge that you gain, you can never lose that. The knowledge that you gain, my friends, is yours that you can now take and build upon to create more. Okay? What I'm learning has earned me 5-figure months and a 6-figure salary from home. I didn't go to no job. I didn't go to a boss. I take vacation when I want to. I take sick days when I want to. I'm working from my house, guys. This is my office. Okay? I make my hours. It's right now 12:26. I'm in Arizona. I will be done with my work day at 1 o'clock. And the rest of the day is mine. I'm not coming back to work. And I started at 10 a.m. That's my work. Usually my work 8 days, 10 a.m. to 1 o'clock. Sometimes it's 12, 10 to 12. Just depends on how I feel, to be honest with you. But that's the beauty of it. And I get to have days that are 300, 900. I've had 1,800 days. Guys, could you make that at a 9 to 5 working eight? You work 8 hours, 40 hours a week to make probably $15. I made, when I was working my 9 to 5 was 20 to 20. I made $21 an hour. And I worked 8 hours, sometimes overtime because I worked in higher education. So they had us come back and do all stuff. But that's the thing. I don't have to report to a boss. I only spend 2 to 3 hours tops. I usually work, like I said, 10 to 1. 10 a.m., 1 p.m. I'm done because usually by then I'm done. Like I'm exhausted. I want to go sleep. And I usually like to take a quick nap before I have to pick my kids up from school and make sure they have lunch. That's my day. Okay. If that's something that you desire, if that's something you want, if that sounds like, oh my gosh, it's too good to be true, I promise you it's not. It's really not. I'm not the only one. It just requires a decision on your part to take the next steps. Like I said, if you're on TikTok, taking that step, just go to my bio and you'll see a website, wealthymomceo.com. Go check it out. If you're on YouTube, down here, go to the description, go check out the Freedom Formula Blueprint. It will get you all the information you need. It will take you to an email. I'll give you several emails with a guide, trainings, all the things. If you do have questions, just reply back to that email. I'm more than happy to respond. Literally, don't feel shy. Don't be hesitant. Don't be like, oh, I don't pressure people into doing anything because there's no need to with this business. If you have questions, ask your questions. I'm more than happy to share. I'm very transparent about my story. I'm very transparent about where I'm at, how much I've made, what this has helped me do. So if that's something that you have any questions about, curiosity around, feel more than free to just reach out. I'm more than happy to help. Because like I said, I know how much this has helped me. And my goal is to help more people, especially moms, because that's my heart. Because I know how hard we work. And I know that, as a mom, we want the best for our families, and we'll do anything to make that a reality. So if that's, something that is on your heart and you can see this as a potential route to that, to make it happen, then of course, reach out to me and let me know. Okay. I'm more than happy to help, more than happy to give you the information that you need to make that decision, because you'll hear a lot of online. But as someone who's been online for almost 6 years, I will tell you my experience and the truth of it. Because there's a lot of gatekeeping online. I promise you that. You'll hear something, and I promise you they're not telling you the full truth about what it actually takes and what it is. They're just giving you the sugar-coated, sounds pretty nice piece of it to buy, right? It's like I always say it's like when you work out. It's like, oh, my TikTok's almost finished. It's like when you go to work it out, okay? When you go to the gym, sorry, my TikTok's like, no. We all know that it's not gonna happen overnight. We all know that you gotta eat right, you gotta work, strength train, cardio, all the things. But you'll end up with that body that you desire, I guess. But how many people want to do it? We all want it, but how many people are willing to actually do the work to get it? That's the part. If you're someone who's hungry, who's willing to do the things, again, in this case, it's not that hard. Literally, you're creating content. If you don't know how to create content, they show you exactly how to do it, what to say, how to say it, all the things. All you have to do is just keep posting and be consistent with it, and you'll see leads and sales. That's a guarantee. All my customers who have success with this, meaning who are making money with this, they just follow the blueprint. It's really simple. Everything's been laid out for you. All you have to do is you got to follow it. You have to have confidence in yourself and just follow the blueprint. So if you want to know what this blueprint is, if you want to go check it out, if you are interested in anything around what I just talked about, digital marketing, creating digital products, done for you digital products, the whole thing, feel more than free to reach out to me, okay? All right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I'm gonna be out because I've been on for over an hour now. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, YouTube, and bye, TikTok.